More than 50 years ago, in the early 1970s, two young volunteers arrived in the Solomon Islands through the Volunteers Program. Ruth and John Wishart volunteered in Munda, Western Province. The couple's deep connection to Solomon Islands goes far beyond just providing health services in the Western Province. It also became a personal one following the birth of their daughter in Munda.
Coming back this time has been an amazing experience. We were able to come because our daughter has been working in Honiara for the past 6 months on the Australian Volunteer Program, and it was just an amazing experience. Alison travelled back with us to Munda, and through contacts with the Uniting Church, I was able to contact the hospital administrator and meet a staff person that I worked with, and it was just lovely to meet her and her eldest daughter, who's now an employee of the hospital here, happened to be at Munda and was able to act as a translator. So it was a very exciting afternoon.
I was wondering how we would be accepted or not, because we never know what influence we have on people, and whether they appreciated what we did or whether they thought we made lots of mistakes. So we were very surprised how they greeted us. In fact, it was very emotional. And with the help of a taxi driver, we actually found the house Mary for our house, who looked after our daughter Alison after she was born. Because our house Mary used to take her down to Kindu village, and I would go past the Kindu pool sometimes and see Alison in her arms, and she would be chewing on some taro. When we tracked her down, because she had moved, she came running out and put her arms around her. Alison and said, "Oh, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter has come back." So we knew that we were accepted. And for that, we've always kept that bond with the Solomon Islanders. And I think there is something that always stays with you once you've done something like this, especially as a volunteer.
Decades later, they returned and meet old friends and familiar faces.
Put your hand up to become a volunteer. Now, maybe it will not be your ideal thing. Sometimes people do find that the culture shock is too different and have to go back home. But at least give it a go, because if you do succeed, it is an experience that stays with you forever. And I think it has affected me anyway. I still turn on the water, then turn it off, soak myself, then turn the water back on, from the days when I only had a bucket shower. So we always only have a bucket shower worth of water. So these little things still stay with you. The transport has changed, and I think the culture has changed with it. It's so much easier now to get around in a banana boat than it is in the big boats, especially in the reefs where larger boats cannot go. And I think the times have changed and the people have changed. And I think any person who is a volunteer really gets back just as much as they give, if not more.
One of the most gratifying changes I've noticed coming back was the increase in the variety of fresh food and its availability. Like pumpkins were a scarcity. Like I said, there was very few green vegetable. In my whole 3 years, I never saw an eggplant in my life, though I was here. I would support what John said. If you have an opportunity to work in a country like this, try it out. It's I don't think you'll ever regret it. And I loved it.